Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we will be studying about the topic inflammation. So let's begin. सबसे पहले inflammation की definition. What is inflammation? So basically, inflammation is defined as the local response of the living tissue to injury from any agent. This is the body's defense mechanism to eliminate the spread of that injurious agent. There is an injurious agent that is causing injury to the tissues locally, and this living tissue is going to respond to that injurious agent, right? That local response of the living tissue to the injury from that agent is known as the inflammation. Basically, the body's defense mechanism is coming into play in order to eliminate the spread of that injurious agent. So this is the inflammation. Now there are 5 signs of the inflammation. Initially there were 4 and later the 5th one was added. So the first one is rubor, which means redness. The second is tumor, which means swelling. The third is scalor, which means heat. The fourth is dolor, which means pain. And the 5th one is called functiolacia, which means loss of the function, and it was added later by the workup. Now there are 2 types of inflammation. The one is the acute inflammation and the second one is the chronic inflammation. Acute inflammation का मतलब जो short duration का inflammation है and it resolves rapidly, it resolves quickly. Whereas जो chronic inflammation है conversely ये longer duration का होता है and कब होता है जब acute inflammation का जो agent है that is persisting for a longer period of time या फिर स्टिम्युलाई क्रॉनिक नेचर का है स्टार्टिंग से. सो लेट्स राइट इट डाउन दैट द क्रॉनिक इन्फ्लेमेशन अकर्स आफ्टर डिले आइदर व्हेन द कॉजेटिव एजेंट ऑफ एक्यूट इन्फ्लेमेशन, आई एम राइटिंग इट एज AI, it persists for a long duration of time, for long time, or if the stimuli is such that it induces chronic inflammation, right? I'm writing it as CI from the start. Now there are some features of acute and chronic inflammation. So starting with acute inflammation, the first feature is the accumulation of the fluid and plasma at the affected site. Affected site के ऊपर fluid और plasma accumulate हो जाता है. If this is affected site, fluid and plasma are going to accumulate here. Secondly, intravascular activation of the platelets, and third, PMNs are present in acute inflammation, that is polymorphonuclear neutrophils. They will be present as the inflammatory cells in the acute inflammation. Now what are the features of chronic inflammation? There is presence of chronic inflammatory cells. जो chronic inflammatory cells हैं वो chronic inflammation में present होंगे, जैसे कि plasma cells, macrophages, lymphocytes, granulation tissue formation will be there, right? Now let's talk about the mediators of inflammation. Mediators of inflammation क्या होते हैं? ये ऐसे substances हैं जो आपके inflammatory reaction को initiate करते हैं और regulate करते हैं. So they are the substances. These are the substances that initiate and regulate the inflammatory reaction. So these mediators of inflammation, they can be either cell derived, means they can be produced locally by the cells, or they can be plasma derived. Plasma derived means these substances are derived from some inactive precursors which are present in the plasma, right? So in the cell derived you have again 2 categories. The first is the preformed and the second is the newly synthesized. In preformed, we are going to discuss about the histamine and the serotonin. And in newly synthesized, we will be discussing about the nitric oxide and the arachidonic acid. This arachidonic acid, when it will undergo metabolism, it is going to produce prostaglandins and leukotrienes. Now in plasma derived, you have the complement system and the kinin system. in this particular video I will be not discussing the plasma derived. If you want a video on that, I'll be making a separate video for that. Let's start with the first one, which is histamine. अब histamine जो है वो granules के फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट होता है कुछ सेल्स के अंदर. So this histamine is stored in the granules in mast cells, basophils and platelets. Now what are the stimuli? कौन से ऐसे स्टिम्युलस हैं जिससे ये हिस्टामीन रिलीज होता है? नंबर 1, द स्टिम्युलाई inducing acute inflammation can be anything like heat, cold, trauma or irritants. These all can cause the release of the histamine. Secondly, there can be histamine releasing factors from the neutrophils, monocytes and platelets. So the histamine releasing factors from neutrophils, monocytes and platelets. This can be the second stimulus for the release of histamine, and the third is interleukins. Now what are the actions of histamine? See, vessel के अंदर vasculature में, blood vessel में, it is going to dilate this. Okay, it is going to dilate this, so it will lead to vasodilatation, number 1. Secondly, in the lungs it is going to cause bronchoconstriction, and third, in the vessels it is going to increase the vascular permeability. आपकी जो ब्लड वेसल की वॉल है उसमें एंडोथीलियम सेल्स होते हैं. सो what the histamine is going to do? Histamine is going to increase the permeability of the vascular endothelial cells. So I discussed 3 actions of histamine, very important. The first is vasodilation, the second is bronchoconstriction, and the third is that it increases the vascular permeability. Now moving to the second one, which is serotonin. का ही दूसरा नाम है 5-hydroxytryptamine, also written as 5-HT. अब ये सेरोटोनिन कहाँ प्रेजेंट होता है? दिस इज प्रेजेंट इन द टिश्यूज लाइक द क्रोमैफिन सेल्स ऑफ GIT, स्प्लीन, नर्वस टिश्यू, मास्ट सेल्स एंड प्लेटलेट्स. अब इस सेरोटोनिन के क्या एक्शन है? 2 तो सेम है हिस्टामीन जैसे, एंड थर्ड वन इज डिफरेंट. सो द फर्स्टली द एक्शंस, इट विल लीड टू वेसोकंस्ट्रिक्शन. इफ दिस इज योर वेसल वॉल, इट्स गोइंग टू कॉज कंस्ट्रिक्शन ऑफ द वेसल वॉल, राइट, जबकि हिस्टामीन वेसोडाइलेशन कॉज कर रहा था. सेकेंडली, द सेरोटोनिन इज गोइंग टू कॉज ब्रोंकोकंस्ट्रिक्शन, एंड थर्ड, दिस इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज द वैस्कुलर परमिएबिलिटी. लास्ट के दोनों जो है वो हिस्टामीन के जैसे ही हैं, दैट इट लीड्स टू द ब्रोंकोकंस्ट्रिक्शन एंड इंक्रीज वैस्कुलर परमिएबिलिटी, बट द सेरोटोनिन लीड्स टू वेसोकंस्ट्रिक्शन, histamine leads to vasodilation. Moving ahead with the nitric oxide. So remember, ये जो nitric oxide है, this is produced by the amino acid arginine. This is produced by amino acid arginine by the help of an enzyme, that is nitric oxide synthase. And this nitric oxide, it has 3 isoforms. इसकी 3 isoforms होती हैं, that is E, N and I. E, this is present in endothelium, N is present in the neurons, and I is the inducible one, which is produced at the time of inflammation. Now what are the functions of this nitric oxide? Number 1, it causes vasodilation, same like your histamine, right? Vessels को dilate कर रहा है, it leads to vasodilation. And secondly, it leads to killing of the bacteria. How it causes killing of bacteria? Nitric oxide causes vasodilation and the killing of bacteria. Now the next one is the arachidonic acid. Arachidonic acid metabolites. अब होता क्या है, जब भी टिश्यू में इंजरी होती है, whenever there is injury in the tissue, जो इस टिश्यू के अंदर सेल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं जैसे कि न्यूट्रोफिल्स, मास्ट सेल्स, प्लेटलेट्स, endothelial cells और your macrophages, इनमें भी इंजरी होती है, राइट जब भी किसी टिश्यू में इंजरी होती है तो इस टिश्यू के अंदर जो सेल्स होते हैं उनमें भी इंजरी होती है, बिकॉज ऑफ विच इन सारे सेल्स के अंदर जो मैंने ऊपर मेंशन किया, देयर इज इनफ्लक्स ऑफ द कैल्शियम. कैल्शियम इज गोइंग टू एंटर इनटू दीज सेल्स ड्यूरिंग द सेल इंजरी. दैट इन टर्न विल एक्टिवेट एन एंजाइम कॉल्ड एज फॉस्फोलाइपेज 2. एंड ये फॉस्फोलाइपेज A2 क्या करता है, जो एराकिडोनिक एसिड इन सेल्स के मेम्ब्रेन में प्रेजेंट होता है वो लिबरेट हो जाता है एंड वी गेट द फ्री एराकिडोनिक एसिड. एंड देन दिस फ्री एराकिडोनिक इज गोइंग टू अंडरगो मेटाबॉलिज्म बाय द हेल्प ऑफ टू पाथवेज. One is the cyclooxygenase pathway and another is the lipoxygenase pathway. Cyclooxygenase pathway से हमको prostaglandins मिलते हैं and lipoxygenase pathway से हमें leukotrienes मिलते हैं. Right? So I again repeat what is happening, that during the tissue injury के टाइम पे there is injury to the cells that are present within these tissues like neutrophils, mast cells, platelets, endothelial cells and the macrophages, because of which during the cell injury there is influx of the calcium into these cells that will activate an enzyme called phospholipase A2 and that will lead to the liberation of free arachidonic acid from the arachidonic acid which is present in the cell membrane of these above cells. And then this free arachidonic acid is going to get metabolized by the help of two pathways, that is the COX pathway, cyclooxygenase pathway, and the LOX pathway which is lipooxygenase pathway. This COX pathway is going to produce prostaglandins and the LOX pathway, lipooxygenase pathway, leads to the formation of leukotrienes and also the lipoxins. Now let's see these pathways. So this is the arachidonic acid. This is going to undergo the metabolism by the help of cyclooxygenase pathway and lipooxygenase pathway. Okay, this is going to get metabolized. And then in the cyclooxygenase or the COX pathway, there are present enzymes like COX1 and COX2 that will lead to formation of PGG2. This PGG2, prostaglandin G2, will form prostaglandin H2. And then the prostaglandin H2 is going to form PGD2, PGE2, PGF2 alpha, PGI2 and thromboxane A2. Right? क्या हुआ, साइक्लोऑक्सीनेज पाथवे में COX1 और COX2 एंजाइम्स की वजह से के हेल्प से प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन G2 बना विच कन्वर्ट्स टू प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन H2 दैट अगेन फॉर्म्स प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन D2, E2, F2 अल्फा, I2 एंड थ्रोम्बोक्सेन A2. ठीक है, आपका जो PGI2 है उसको आप प्रोस्टासाइक्लिन भी बोलते हो, इफ़ यू कैन रिमेंबर दिस. एंड दिस TXA2 इज योर थ्रोम्बोक्सेन A2. So this was about your cyclooxygenase pathway. Now what about this lipooxygenase pathway? Lipooxygenase pathway में there is formation of the leukotriene A4. Leukotriene A4 बनता है which converts to leukotriene C4 which converts to D4 which converts to E4. Apart from that you also get leukotriene B4. Apart from that you also get lipoxin A4 प्लस B4. ठीक है, तो ये जो लाइपोऑक्सीनेज पाथवे है इससे हमको क्या क्या मिल रहा है, वी आर गेटिंग ल्यूकोट्रीन A4 दैट फॉर्म्स C4, D4, E4, देन ल्यूकोट्रीन B4, देन लाइपोक्सिन A4 एंड B4. राइट, सो वी अंडरस्टूड साइक्लोऑक्सीनेज पाथवे है और लाइपोऑक्सीनेज पाथवे है. साइक्लोऑक्सीनेज पाथवे प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन्स प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है एंड ये जो प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन्स हैं ये आपके फीवर और पेन को मीडिएट करते हैं, जबकि जो लाइपोऑक्सीनेज पाथवे है वो आपके ल्यूकोट्रीन्स और लाइपोक्सिन्स बना रहा है. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सी द एक्शन ऑफ ईच वन ऑफ दीज. ये जितने भी आपके एंड वाले प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन्स बन रहे हैं लाइक D2, E2, F2 अल्फा एंड I2, all of these are going to cause vasodilation. Number 1 point, PGD2, E2, F2 alpha, PGI2. All of these are going to cause vasodilation. Secondly, स्पेसिफिकली कौन क्या कर रहा है? PGE2 इज गोइंग टू कॉज हाइपर एल्जेसिया. हाइपर एल्जेसिया का मतलब होता है इंक्रीज्ड सेंसिटिविटी. थर्ड, PGF2 अल्फा. F2 अल्फा क्या करता है? इट कॉजेज कंट्रैक्शन ऑफ द स्मूथ मसल्स. आई एम राइटिंग इट एज SM. नेक्स्ट, PGI2 क्या करता है? I से इनहिबिशन याद रखेंगे. सो इट इज गोइंग टू कॉज इनहिबिशन ऑफ द प्लेटलेट एग्रीगेशन. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर ऑल दीज फंक्शंस कि PG, D2, E2, F2 अल्फा और I2 causing vasodilation, E2 causes hyperalgesia, F2 alpha causes contraction of smooth muscles, I2 causes inhibition of the platelet aggregation. And then जो आपका thromboxane A2 बन रहा है, it leads to vasoconstriction plus platelet aggregation. जो prostaglandin सारे बन रहे थे, these all are causing vasodilation. Whereas जो thromboxane A2 है, ये vasoconstriction cause कर रहा है. Right? Now, let's move to leukotrienes. So your leukotriene C4, D4, E4, they all are going to cause vasoconstriction. Leukotriene C यानी vasoconstriction. Leukotriene causing vasoconstriction. Then your lipoxins में A4, B4, they are going to cause vasodilation, right? And when we talk about their actions on the lungs, then जो prostaglandin D2, E2, I2 है, it leads to bronchodilation. Whereas the leukotriene C4, leukotriene D4, leukotriene E4 and your prostaglandin F2 alpha, it leads to bronchoconstriction. Right? If you have any doubts, please feel free to comment down below and I'll try to solve them. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Take care. Be happy.